Have you ever sat quietly and wondered why some women stand out, even in a crowd of thousands? Not because they're louder, not because they're trying harder, but because there's something different about them. It's in the way they speak, the way they observe, the way they pause before they respond. And sometimes it's even in the habits that the world calls weird. We've been taught to believe that intelligence looks a certain way: serious, structured, always organized, always in control. But real intelligence? It's far more subtle, far more fascinating, and sometimes it looks completely misunderstood. Today, we're going to uncover 10 unusual habits of highly intelligent women. Habits that might seem awkward, confusing, even flawed at first glance. But in reality, they are signs of a deeply active, highly capable, and extraordinary mind. And as you listen, you might start to recognize something surprising, not just in someone you know, but in yourself. Because these are not random behaviors, they are patterns backed by psychology, signals that separate a reactive mind from a reflective one. So keep your mind open, because what you once saw as flaws might actually be your greatest strengths. Number 1, talking to yourself. Yes, out loud. To most people, it looks strange, unusual, even a little concerning. But science tells a very different story. Self-talk is not a sign of confusion. It's a tool for clarity. When thoughts stay trapped in your mind, they collide, they overlap, they create noise. But when you speak them, they organize, they slow down, they make sense. Highly intelligent women often use this naturally. Not because they're lost, but because they are processing at a deeper level. They're not talking to themselves, they're thinking out loud. Number 2, staying up late at night. The world praises early risers and labels night thinkers as undisciplined. But many highly intelligent individuals come alive at night because night offers something rare: silence, stillness, no interruptions. When the world goes quiet, their mind gets louder. Ideas connect, thoughts expand, creativity flows without resistance. For them, night isn't distraction, it's freedom. Number 3, a messy space. We associate neatness with discipline and chaos with carelessness, but research suggests something surprising. Messy environments can actually boost creativity because intelligent minds are not focused on control. They're focused on ideas. To an outsider, the space looks disorganized, but to her, everything has a place. Everything has meaning. It's not chaos, it's controlled complexity. Number 4, overthinking. Most people see overthinking as a weakness, but look closer. It's not just overthinking, it's deep processing. Highly intelligent women don't just see what happened, they analyze why it happened, what it means, what it could lead to. Yes, it can be exhausting, but it's also what makes them prepared, aware, and rarely caught off guard. Number 5, loving solitude. This is where many people misunderstand them the most. They assume distance means arrogance, silence means disinterest. But the truth? Solitude is not loneliness for them, it's restoration. It's where they think clearly, recharge deeply, reconnect with themselves. They don't avoid people, they just don't depend on them for peace. Number 6, forgetting small things. Losing keys, forgetting names, searching for glasses that are already on their head. It looks like carelessness, but often it's cognitive overload. Their brain is busy processing bigger, more complex things, so small, low-priority details, they sometimes slip through. Not because they're incapable, but because their mind is occupied elsewhere. Number 7, questioning everything. They don't accept things just because that's how it is. They ask, why? How? What's the logic behind it? This can frustrate people. But this curiosity, it's the foundation of intelligence, because progress never came from blind acceptance. It came from questioning. Number 8, sharp humor and sarcasm. Their humor isn't always obvious. Sometimes it's layered, subtle, even confusing to others. But that's because it requires fast thinking, pattern recognition, emotional awareness. They don't just make jokes, they read the room and respond with precision. Number 9. Zoning out. You're talking to them and suddenly they're somewhere else. Not physically, but mentally. This is called zoning out, and it's often a sign of a highly active imagination. Their brain is constantly generating ideas, exploring scenarios, making connections. They're not distracted, they're just elsewhere. Number 10. Procrastination. This one surprises most people. Highly intelligent women don't always start tasks immediately, not because they're lazy, but because they're thinking, planning, analyzing every possible outcome. They don't just want to do the task, they want to do it right. And that pressure for perfection can delay action. But when they finally begin, they execute at a level most people can't match. Now here's the truth most people won't tell you. These habits are not weaknesses, they are misunderstood strengths. The world often rewards what is obvious: speed, simplicity, conformity. But intelligence, it's often quiet, complex, and different. So if you see yourself in these habits, don't shrink, don't apologize, don't try to fix what was never broken. Because your mind was never meant to fit into ordinary patterns. It was built to think deeper, see further, and understand more. And once you stop fighting that, that's when everything changes. So tell me, which of these habits felt the most familiar to you? Because sometimes the things you've been hiding are actually the clearest signs of who you truly are.